Childhood has not been great. Been in and out of refuges growing up, fleeing from my dad, and obviously got into like drink and drugs. So like basically grooming. I think that was all to do with like from the childhood though, do you know, like being abandoned and looking for love and feeling they were giving us that attention. But along the line, it messed me up. So we then became homeless. Obviously there was violence in my relationship. Yeah, I felt I weren't myself. I became really depressed.
I was about 10 or 11 when things started to sort of show up as a bit rocky. I've always been sort of an anxious child, so I did have to leave school, and that's sort of where I had quite a lot of self-esteem issues, a lot of confidence issues. It led to me just being quite low, and I wasn't really supported by any staff members at school. Went to the doctors, we didn't really get much support because it was quite common for sort of 12-13-year-olds struggling in school. It sort of carried on for a couple more years, and then I sort of got worse 14, 15, 16, and I started at CAMS. It was sort of a long process to get me in there. I was in a waiting list for quite a long time, and then I finally got there, was with a big team of people, and I got diagnosed with emotionally unstable personality disorder at 15.
I'm a pretty ordinary person. I'm probably like a lot of people. Pretty ordinary, fairly uneventful life. I've three lovely children. I've held down professional roles in my career, and obviously had some ups and downs along the way, but nothing that really challenged me from a mental health point of view. But last October I was bereaved by the death through suicide of my partner, and that completely transformed everything. I've never experienced anything like this, and the pain, the anguish, and the stress. I was certainly suicidal myself when my partner died. I certainly had no idea where to turn to. I was in a desperate place, and I really needed help.
Well, do you know what? It's helping me with my confidence, making me have belief in myself, believing in myself, just seeing the light, isn't there? Like, think there's a path in, like, opening up to new options and directions and things like that. That's the way I see it.
Yeah. I started with Workplace Leeds, and they supported me through being completely unemployed for multiple months, even over a year unemployed, and they were incredible. I talked to them and I said, I really don't want to do this and that and the other, and for the first time, instead of saying, you know, I don't want to work in a bar, I don't want to work in retail because it's too much for me, instead of being told, well, those are the only real jobs for people of your age, it was like, okay, we'll definitely be able to figure something out. And it was like, this is so cool. I'm actually going to be able to be a person and not have it completely throw everything else off course. I'm going to be able to have a balance of working and seeing friends and doing things and living a life and having that financial independence.
There's one word I would use, which is impact. So the impact of the work that you do on people's lives day to day, week to week, month to month, on providing that support when it's most needed. It's most needed to help people out of the worst situation you could possibly imagine, and help them to see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I think that's really important. I mean, from my point of view, Leeds Mind has had a massive impact in terms of helping me to overcome this desperately sad situation that I've experienced.
I mean, because without the fundraising that's happening today, I wouldn't have been able to get to the place that I am now and get better and feel empowered as I am. So it means a massive amount, and there's a lot of other people that I know would say the same.
And I would say the more resources and the more funding that you can receive at Leeds Mind, the more you're able to expand those services and grow the community that you help and deepen the help that you offer. And this is critical stuff to help people at their worst time.
Thank you for being kind and thoughtful and caring about needs of others and wanting to help people in need and to help fund that for other people.